Hello, my name is Brandon Tyson, and for the last 4 months I've been participating in the artist residency with Fuse 33 and International Avenue. Fuse 33 is a larger Makerspace warehouse that we have here in Calgary that gives you access to all kinds of woodworking tools, metal tools, and everything like that to basically create anything you want. So part of this program, we were all looking to challenge our skills and be able to come up with something new, something unique that you're kind of doing with these kind of tools to be able to create and express yourself with. So for myself, I've actually quite familiar with the whole crew there. I've worked with Shannon and Maria in the past, back when before Fuse 33, and they were still working downtown with the Arc Loft. This group, this space in general, they've been a huge inspiration for a lot of the work that I've done growing through both my artistic career and professional careers, and they constantly continue to give that. So the cool thing with Fuse 33 is you got this huge warehouse with all kinds of different tools and all the intellect you could possibly imagine from people to help you do just about anything that you want to out of the space. Now, during this last little while, the goal was to use as many of the tools as possible at a Fuse 33 to build our piece. Unfortunately, with COVID-19, that made things a little bit more difficult with overall access. But for me, I've got my own makerspace at home, so I do a lot of the work that I do from home already. And I constantly pull on Fuse 33 and the crew that's there for new inspiration, new ideas about new technology, and different things that I can basically use to express myself. So outside of just having a physical place, there's a lot of intellect that comes out of there that allows you to continue growing as an individual. So last 4 weeks, this is what I've been working on. So my goal with this art piece was, I've done a lot of laser cutter work, a lot of LED work, and a lot of stuff like that in the past. Now the goal was to try to step the skills up to something a little bit newer, a little bit more unique. And for me, an area of challenge is constantly in electronics and learning how to be able to apply new forms of electronics to basically create different stuff. So the goal with this one was, for the first time, is to actually get into using motors. And it was actually a really cool experiment in learning just basically how you can create motion using motors and what kind of effects that can create as well, which actually for me opened up a whole bunch of other avenues of expression through using spring systems and torsion springs and stuff like that. That's going to allow me to take my art to the next level. So I didn't get any of that included in this piece inspired for it, but for this guy here, basically, this is how she works. So it lights up, it's got 300 pre-programmed settings. Working with one of the controllers that I have from Fuse 33, in the future I want to take this, it'll give you a lot more control over it overall, but I also want to add buttons and stuff like that so you can actually have an interface with it. Now the cool thing that was the goal with this one is I added on this guy. So we have a motor on it now. So the idea was to basically be able to create a piece of art that actually moves. Now, as you can probably hear with this guy, it's kind of loud. That is the nature of dealing with motors, obviously, which is why for me I want to be getting into a lot more spring systems where we can put our own energy into it and then just sit there for hours and watching it do its thing afterwards. So this is basically what I ended up coming up with through that residency program with Fuse 33. I definitely encourage a lot of other people who are ever looking to get into making things or starting to get that kind of passion. It's a great place to start. You're going to find tons of exciting people that are always excited about what you're doing, want to learn about what you're doing, and want to help in any way that they possibly can. And so for me personally, it's helped me to step years ahead of the curve in my own personal growth and be able to save months of time on trying to figure things out that somebody's right there to give the answer to you for. So if for in the future when this program's run again, I highly encourage anyone else who has an opportunity to jump in on it, get a chance to get into this space and learn about all this kind of equipment and really empower yourself to be able to create what you want to create in the world and express yourself the way you want to express it. Stop just having the ideas in your head. Start getting them out of their head, start creating them, start doing something with them so that you can share that with the world. And so there's my piece. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. And if you ever have any questions for me, I'm more than happy to answer them to guide you down the same path. Cheers and have a great day, everyone. Bye.